Hello, everyone. Today we are diving deep into a term that has defined a generation of young people in China, tǎng píng, or lying flat. It's more than just a slang phrase. It's a social movement and a lifestyle choice that reflects a profound shift in the values of modern youth facing extreme competition. Let's find out what it really means. Literally, tǎng píng is written with two characters, tǎng meaning to lie down and píng meaning flat. While it literally describes someone reclining horizontally, its figurative meaning is far more complex. It refers to a state of mind where one rejects the societal pressures of hard work, consumerism, and the relentless pursuit of traditional success. The term first gained massive traction in April 2021, thanks to a post on the Baidu Tieba forum titled "Lying Flat is Justice." The author, Luo Huazhang, described his lifestyle of living on very little money, working only odd jobs, and spending most of his time just relaxing. His post resonated with millions of exhausted young workers across the country. To understand why tǎng píng became so popular, we have to look at another related term, neiwan, or involution. Involution describes a situation where everyone is working harder and harder, but the rewards remain the same or even decrease. It's like a treadmill that keeps getting faster, yet no one is actually moving forward. For many, tǎng píng is the ultimate antidote to involution. If the system requires you to compete until you burn out for rewards you can no longer afford, like expensive houses in major cities, the only way to win is to stop playing the game. By lying flat, young people are reclaiming their time and mental well-being from a hyper-competitive society. This philosophy manifests as a desire for a low-desire life. This includes avoiding marriage, not having children, and refusing to buy a house or a car. Instead of working 9-9-6, that's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, proponents of tǎng píng prefer to work only as much as is strictly necessary to maintain a basic level of survival. It's important to distinguish tǎng píng from bailan, another popular slang term. While tǎng píng is about lowering expectations and living a peaceful, minimalist life, bailan literally means to let it rot. Bailan is a more cynical and nihilistic attitude, where one simply gives up because they feel the situation is hopeless. So, how do people use this term in conversation? It's often used as a verb or a state of being. Let's look at example 1, the workplace. Imagine a colleague who has been passed over for a promotion despite working overtime every single day. They might say, "From now on, I'm just going to lie flat." This means they will do their job but won't put in extra effort. In the workplace context, tǎng píng serves as a form of silent protest. It's a way for employees to signal that they are no longer willing to sacrifice their health for a company that doesn't reward them fairly. In Chinese, you might hear 我要tǎng píng了, which literally translates to "I am going to lie flat now." Now let's look at example 2, academic pressure. For students in China, the competition is fierce from a very young age. If a student realizes they can't keep up with the grueling study schedules, they might choose to lie flat. This doesn't mean they stop studying, but they stop stressing about being the very best in their class. Example 3 involves social expectations and marriage. Many young people feel they can't afford the bridal price or the cost of a wedding and a new home. Instead of stressing about finding a partner to satisfy their parents, they might say, "I've decided to lie flat regarding marriage." This indicates a refusal to conform to traditional family timelines. The movement has caused some concern among Chinese authorities. State media has occasionally criticized lying flat, arguing that the country needs a hard-working youth to continue its economic growth. Some articles have called the philosophy shameful, but these criticisms often backfire, making the term even more popular as a symbol of defiance. Despite the criticism, the logic behind tǎng píng is deeply rooted in economics. In many Tier 1 cities, property prices have skyrocketed to more than 30 or 40 times the average annual salary. For many young people, even with a decent job, the dream of homeownership feels like a physical impossibility, so they choose to spend their money on immediate happiness instead. The 5 no's is a phrase often associated with tǎng píng practitioners. It stands for no marriage, no kids, no house, no car, and no excessive consumption. By stripping away these major financial burdens, individuals feel they can finally breathe and live for themselves rather than for a future that feels out of reach. The movement isn't just about laziness, it's about dignity. Proponents argue that lying flat is a way to maintain one's human essence in a world that treats people like replaceable components in a giant economic machine. It's an assertion that a person's value is not solely defined by their productivity or their bank balance. Interestingly, tǎng píng has found resonance outside of China as well. It shares many similarities with the quiet quitting trend in the West or the Satori generation in Japan. Around the world, young people are questioning the traditional work hard and you will succeed narrative as they face similar economic hurdles and mental health challenges. Let's look at the grammar again. You can use it to describe yourself. 我躺平了, I have lied flat. You can use it as a descriptor. 躺平族, the lying flat tribe. Or you can even use it to advise a friend who is overworking. 不要太累, 躺平呀. Don't be too tired, just lie flat for a bit. The visual of lying flat has also inspired a lot of memes. From cats lying flat on their backs to cartoon characters giving up on impossible tasks, the internet is flooded with tǎng píng imagery. These memes provide a way for young people to bond over their shared frustrations through humor and relatable content. While it might seem like a passive movement, many sociologists see tǎng píng as a significant form of social resistance. In a society where open protest can be difficult, lying flat is a non-confrontational way to say no. It is the power of the powerless, as one might say, expressed through the simple act of doing nothing. Economically, the impact of a large number of people lying flat could be significant. A decrease in consumption and a smaller workforce could lead to slower economic growth. This is why the government is so keen to encourage young people to stay motivated and continue contributing to the Chinese dream. However, lying flat isn't possible for everyone. It's often criticized as a luxury of those who have some level of financial cushion or no immediate family to support. For those in more desperate financial situations, lying flat simply isn't an option, as they must work multiple jobs just to put food on the table. Psychologically, lying flat can be seen as a healthy boundary-setting exercise. It allows individuals to protect their mental health from the toxic hustle culture that equates worth with work. By prioritizing rest and hobbies over career milestones, people report feeling less anxious and more in control of their lives. The debate around tǎng píng has also sparked conversations about social welfare and labor rights. Many argue that if the government wants young people to stop lying flat, they need to address the underlying causes, such as the high cost of living and the lack of work-life balance, rather than just criticizing their attitude. Some people find a middle ground between involution and lying flat. This is often called moderate lying flat, where one works hard enough to be comfortable but refuses to participate in the toxic competition for status and excessive wealth. It's about finding a sustainable balance in an unsustainable world. The influence of tǎng píng is also visible in consumer habits. There is a rising trend of anti-consumerism among the youth. Instead of chasing the latest iPhone or designer clothes, more people are opting for secondhand goods, minimalist wardrobes, and experiences over material possessions. This is lying flat in the marketplace. As we move forward, it's clear that tǎng píng has left an indelible mark on Chinese culture. It has forced a national conversation about what a good life actually looks like in the 21st century. It's no longer just about the GDP of the country, but about the happiness and well-being of the individuals within it. So next time you hear someone mention tǎng píng, you'll know it's not just about being sleepy or lazy. It's a profound statement of independence and a critique of a society that many feel has become too demanding and too expensive. It's a way to find peace in a world that never stops moving. Whether you agree with the philosophy or not, tǎng píng offers a fascinating look into the minds of today's youth. It challenges us to think about our own lives. Are we running for something we truly want, or are we just caught on a treadmill? Sometimes the most radical thing you can do is just lie flat. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Chinese online slang. Language is always evolving, and tǎng píng is a perfect example of how a few words can capture the spirit of an entire era. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like and share, and maybe take a moment to lie flat yourself today. We hope this gives you a better understanding of tǎng píng and its cultural significance. Keep exploring the world of language with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay curious and find your own pace. Goodbye for now.